Hey everyone! Today, we're about to dive into a book that has changed the lives and businesses of millions of people around the world. This isn't just a book, it's a wake-up call. This is the story of Michael Gerber's well-known book, The E-Myth Revisited. Many of us have a dream to become our own boss and build something of our own. Maybe you're a great baker, an amazing hairstylist, or a talented graphic designer. And you think, I'm really good at this. Why not start my own business? Then one day, something happens. Maybe your boss says something that hits a nerve, or your paycheck feels too small, and you have what Gerber calls an entrepreneurial seizure. You think, why am I doing this for someone else? I know as much as my boss does. If I weren't here, this business wouldn't even work. And from that moment on, your mind is made up. The thought of freedom sticks with you, being your own boss, working on your own terms. It all sounds amazing. So you start the business. But here's where a huge mistake happens, the fatal assumption. You assume that just because you know how to do the technical work, you know how to run a business that does that work. And that's the main reason so many small businesses fail. A baker thinks they can run a bakery. A plumber thinks they can run a plumbing business. But the truth is, doing the work and running the business are two completely different things. Your biggest strength, your technical skill, can actually turn into your biggest weakness. Because if you didn't know how to do the technical work, you'd be forced to build a system that does it for you.
Think about Sarah's story. She was amazing at making pies. Her aunt had taught her every little detail with so much love. When Sarah opened her own bakery, things went great at first. Customers came in, business was good. But soon, the work piled up so much that she just couldn't handle it alone. She would wake up at 3 a.m. and work all the way until 10 at night. She made pies, cleaned the shop, helped customers, did the shopping, managed the books, and worried about the rent. The work she once loved so much turned into something she hated. Instead of giving her freedom, her business turned her into a slave. This is the classic nightmare for a technician, a dream that turns into a trap. So why does this happen? Because every person who starts a business is actually playing three different roles. First, there's the entrepreneur. This is the dreamer, the visionary. The entrepreneur lives in the future and always asks, what if? This is the part that brings new ideas and drives change. People like Steve Jobs and Ray Kroc are great examples of true entrepreneurs. Second, there's the manager. The manager is practical and organized. This role lives in the past, craving order and structure. The manager turns chaos into order, makes to-do lists, and cleans up the mess the entrepreneur leaves behind. And third, there's the technician. The technician is the doer, the one who actually does the work. This role lives in the present, loves taking things apart and putting them back together. For the technician, planning and strategizing feels like a waste of time. They believe in getting things done.
But the problem is that in most small business owners, these three roles are not balanced. A typical small business owner is 70% technician, 20% manager, and only 10% entrepreneur. When the technician is in charge, the business becomes a disaster. Like Sarah, they get so engrossed in their technical work that the strategic and entrepreneurial work needed to move the business forward doesn't happen. The business owner should work on the business instead of working in the business. If you keep working in the business, you will never be able to do the entrepreneurial work that moves your business forward or the managerial work that organizes it. The three phases of business growth. A business's growth goes through three phases. First, infancy. In this phase, the owner is the business. The owner works 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. Customers come, the business grows, but the owner gets so much work that they can't handle everything. Like what happened with Sarah. She felt that her business had given her the same boss she wanted to escape from.
This phase ends when the owner realizes that the business cannot continue as it is. It must change. Most businesses fail at this point. Those that survive move into the second phase, adolescence. In this phase, the owner decides to get help. They hire a Harry. Harry could be an experienced bookkeeper or a technical person who can lighten the owner's load. Initially, the owner feels like they are free. The manager's personality awakens, and the technician goes to sleep. But this is management by abdication, not delegation. The owner hands over the work to Harry and runs off, not caring about the details. Harry then hires more people, but soon complaints start coming in, from customers, from bankers, from suppliers. The owner sees that nothing is being done properly. He realizes that no one cares about his business as much as he does, and he jumps back into the business to become the master juggler himself. He becomes maniacal because he doesn't know how to work in any other way. His comfort zone is broken. The third and most important phase is maturity. A mature business is one that knows how it got here and where it needs to go next. Companies like McDonald's, Federal Express, Disney didn't become mature. Rather, they started as mature businesses. Their founders had a different perspective about business, an entrepreneurial perspective. They used to ask, how should the business work? The technician asks, what work needs to be done? The entrepreneur sees the business as a system that generates profits for customers. The technician sees the business as a place where people work for income. The entrepreneur starts with a clear picture of the future and changes the present to match that vision. The technician starts from the present and expects the future to remain just like the present.
The turnkey revolution and franchise prototype. The secret to reaching this maturity is the turnkey revolution and franchise prototype. Ray Kroc transformed McDonald's from a hamburger stand into the world's most successful small business system. He saw that McDonald's was not an ordinary hamburger stand, but a money machine, where hamburgers are made quickly, efficiently, cheaply, and identically, and anyone can do it. Kroc bought the right to franchise their method from the McDonald's brothers. Kroc's product was not the hamburger, but McDonald's itself. He saw his business as a product, and the franchisees were his most important customer, who were interested in only one thing: does this system work? He built a systems-dependent business, not a people-dependent one. This means that the business should not rely on the extraordinary skills of people to work, but should rely on systems. At McDonald's, every detail was tested in a prototype and then controlled. Fries do not stay in the warming bin for more than 7 minutes. Hamburgers do not stay on hot trays for more than 10 minutes. Pickles are hand-placed in a set pattern. The customer gets food in 60 seconds. Emphasis was placed on discipline, standardization, order, and cleanliness. Franchisees are given rigorous training at Hamburger University, where they learn not how to make hamburgers, but how to manage the system that makes hamburgers. Once the system is learned, they are given the key to the business. This is why it is called a turnkey operation. The franchisee only has to manage the system. The business does everything else. You should also build your business as if you were going to franchise it, even if you have no such intention. Consider your business as a prototype for 5,000 more units. This franchise game has some rules. Value. Your model will provide more consistent value than expected to customers, employees, suppliers, and lenders. Value is what people perceive it to be. Skill level. Your model will be operated by people with the lowest possible skill level. This does not mean people are unimportant. Rather, it means that you have to create a system where ordinary people can produce extraordinary results. Order. Your model will have impeccable order. In a world of chaos, people want order. An organized business gives customers and employees a sense of reliability. Documentation. All work will be documented in operations manuals. Documentation provides clarity and structure and tells how the work is to be done. Predictable service. Your model will provide uniformly predictable service to customers. Your business should look orderly and also act orderly. Uniformity. Your model will use a uniform color, dress, and facilities code. Marketing studies show that colors and shapes influence customer actions. Your business should be like a package where every visual element conveys a powerful message. Now you understand that you have to work on your business, not in your business. You have to ask yourself, how do I run my business without me? How do I make my people work without my constant interference? How do I systematize my business so that it can be reproduced 5,000 times? All this happens through a business development process. This process has three main parts: innovation, quantification, and orchestration. Innovation. This is about generating new ideas and implementing them. This should be from the customer's point of view. For example, in a retail store, instead of asking, "May I help you?" ask, "Have you been in here before?" which can increase sales by 10 to 16%. Quantification. Measuring the impact of innovations with numbers. How many people came, how many bought, how much sales increased. All this is known through numbers. Orchestration. Eliminating discretion, meaning standardizing every task so it is predictable. If something works, do it the same way every time. Your business development program is made up of 7 different steps. Your primary aim. First, think not about your business, but about your life. What kind of life do you want? What do you want to become? This is your ultimate purpose. Your strategic objective. This is a clear statement of what your business will ultimately do to achieve your primary aim. This includes money standards, gross revenue, profits, and business opportunity. What kind of business? Who is the customer? For example, Sarah set a goal for her business of 4 locations in 7 years, $1.8 million sales, and $270,000 profit. Your organizational strategy. This involves creating a clear structure for roles and responsibilities within the business. The organization chart should be based on positions and functions rather than people's personalities. There should be a position contract for every position, defining results, accountability, and standards. Your management strategy. This means creating a management system. You don't need amazingly competent managers, but a system that automates management decisions. For example, the hotel manager had color-coded operations manuals and checklists that detailed every task. Your people strategy. This is about creating an environment for employees where they want to work as you expect. This is like creating a game where the company's philosophy and rules are clear. Hire people based on values and train them for skills. Remind them repeatedly about the game and its logic. Your marketing strategy. Your marketing strategy starts with your customer and ends with them. Forget about your dreams or interests. Focus only on what the customer wants. You need to understand your customers' demographics, who they are, and psychographics, why they buy. Your business itself is the product, not the commodity you sell. Your system strategy. This is about integrating all the business's systems. This includes hard systems, like computers, office colors, soft systems, like selling scripts, employee interactions, and information systems, data, reports. These are all interdependent, and the success of the business depends on this integration.
In short, this book teaches you how to work smart rather than just hard. By building systems, defining your vision, and empowering others, you can avoid burnout and achieve long-term success. Your business should be a vehicle to support your life goals, not consume them. The first step on this journey is to see your business with E-Myth eyes. See what your business is like today and what you want it to be when it is complete. Identify this gap. You will find that this gap is always due to a lack of systems, a lack of a proprietary way of doing business that sets your business apart from others. Now is not the time to think.
Now is the time to act, because until you do, this will just remain another good idea. It's time to bring your dream back to American small business. In your business journey, can you relate to Sarah? Are you also an overworked technician who is stuck in your business? If yes, then remember, you have that entrepreneurship within you that can free you. You just need to awaken it. Thank you so much for watching this video till here. If this video helped you even a little, please do like this video. It encourages me to create better content. Also, subscribe to the channel so I can help you. Give everyone a chance. Please give me a chance too. Thank you so much.